Hi, it's Sonia from Adore Your Outdoors. I'm unable to run the forest therapy sessions at the moment, as you'll all appreciate. So what I wanted to do was, I think it's such a really important time for people to be getting outside and connecting with nature. And so what I thought I would do is guide on this video you, the listener, through the first invitation that we do in a forest therapy session if you came on one of my sessions. And it's a sensory activation invitation, and it's absolutely wonderful. So you'll need about 25 minutes and wrap up warm if it's cold. So it's a bit brisk here this morning, so hence the scarf, and thermals underneath. But take a coat with you if you're going to do it either in your garden, or if you're going to go out, and if you can walk locally, you can get into nature, into some fields, or wherever you might be. And if you can't get out, just use your imagination. So play this and just close your eyes indoors, open a window if that's helpful. It should help to bring some calm, absolutely bring some joy. You can do it on your own or with family members as a group. And yeah, so what it's about is slowing down, so turning off the chatter in our minds and bringing ourselves more into our bodies and bringing our attention to the present moment. And in doing that, you're also connecting to nature, and there's a whole load of evidence now that shows that nature connection is so hugely beneficial for our mental health and well-being. It also is proven to reduce stress and anxiety and boost the immune system. And since I've started doing forest therapy and connecting with nature, both as a guide and on my personal journey, I would say I'm fundamentally changed as a person now. I look at everything in life through a completely different lens, and I have so much more gratitude and resilience than I did. So I'm hoping that this will be helpful for some of you. As I say, about 20-25 minutes. Most of the time we'll have our eyes closed if that's comfortable for you. So that will help. You'll see as we go through, it will help with being able to activate the other senses. Okay, and you might want to make sure that you can keep the phone close to you while you're listening, just in case the volume's not great. Okay, so let's begin by stretching out any aches and pains you might have, shoulders and lower backs, the usual for me. Just to get yourself comfortable, wiggle your feet around. If you're on grass like me, or even wherever you are, you might want to take off your shoes so you're connecting to the ground. I think it might still be it's all right actually, yeah, a bit cold. It's okay. So taking some deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Roughly a sort of a count of 3 in and 5 out if you can. And then taking a minute or two to look, listen, feel to what is going on around you in this moment in time. So the present moment, what are you noticing in this space right now? And looking up and down. So taking in your full surroundings, and do a full 360 turn. And when you've completed that full 360 turn, and you've spent some time really noticing this place that you're in, what I'd like you to do is close your eyes, and we'll keep them closed now for the majority of the rest of this meditation. By closing our eyes, we're able to better get in touch and activate or heighten our other senses, because sight is the dominant one. So, what can you hear? And these are rhetorical questions for you to listen to and answer yourself in your head. Only. Bring your focus to far away sounds. All the way out there in the distance. There might be human-made sounds, and that's okay. Staying with those sounds that you hear on the distance. You may notice a tendency to want to name or label, and that's okay. That's what happens. It's also okay for now to acknowledge that thought and let it puff away as though it was a cloud on a gentle breeze. It's not relevant for now. And bringing your focus now a little bit closer. Maybe that you can hear bird song. Just listening. And then, closer still, moving any hair or hats or other clothing away from your ears. What can you hear that's really close? What sounds are there? Maybe there's even the hum of some insect wings. As they get curious to understand what's happening. Or the whiz of a bird as they swoop past close by. bring your hands to behind your ears and cup them, pushing your ears forward. Notice how that changes things for you. And put your hands over your ears. That might bring some more changes to what you can hear. Maybe you could hear your own heartbeat. Or maybe it affected what you could hear around you. Now, keeping our eyes closed, let's move into sense of touch. So what can we feel? We take that one step further, so we're talking about sensations within the body as well as what we can feel on our body externally. We're going to remain more or less still. We won't be wandering off anywhere. So noticing sensations and bringing attention to your feet. Lift them up and put them back down if you'd like. And connecting with the earth beneath you. I wonder how long it's been there. And about everything that's going on beneath me. And bringing your focus up through your body. You may notice sensations in your legs, or hips, or lower back, your shoulders, arms. Stay with whatever you notice, and simply notice. There's no right or wrong with this. It's whatever is right for you is right for you. And bringing your hands up and opening up your fingers, give them a wiggle. I wonder if you're able to feel the gentle breeze through the gaps in your fingers. And maybe noticing how that gentle breeze feels elsewhere on the body, depending on the temperature. If you've got any exposed skin, perhaps on the arms, you know, you could roll up your sleeves, turn your face into the direction of the wind, or turn away. Maybe you can feel it through your hair. Rub your hands together. Generate some heat. Rub all over your hands, back and front. And then when you stop, notice what sensations you feel in your hands. Bring your hands to your chest. If you're able to feel your heart. You may even feel a breeze as a bird or a fly of some sort moves around you. Okay. And keeping eyes closed, we'll move into a sense of smell. So taking a moment to notice any aromas that you're able to pick up on wherever you are. Again, don't worry about naming. Bring your focus to any smells. Stay with the smell. Taking in some deep and slow breaths through the nostrils. You may pick up on something. And in a way that feels comfortable to you, see if you can pick up something from the earth beneath you and smell that. So I'm standing on moss. Most of this part of my garden is moss, which I love. And you take a little bit of moss or grass or whatever is beneath your feet and smell. You might find that you really enjoy that smell of the earth, humus. It's so natural, and it actually releases the oxytocin hormone, which is the hormone of love and happiness. And still keeping eyes closed, see whether or not you're able to taste anything by opening your mouth and breathing in through your mouth. And if you feel like doing so, sticking your tongue out a little bit as you do that, as you take the in-breath. Now, if there was anything throughout this invitation that you found particularly enjoyable, do a bit more of that now. So that may be a physical movement, or tuning in to a particular sense. Whatever you enjoyed most, do a bit more of it. I feel like I'm going to do a bit of a hip bend, so bear with me. Releasing any tension you might still be holding. And then, if you'd like to turn your body to face a direction that you're drawn to, don't worry about which direction it might be or why you might be drawn to it. None of that matters. But if you are feeling drawn to a direction, turn to face that direction. Keeping your eyes closed. Stay here for a moment, and then in a minute, but not just yet, I'll invite you to open your eyes again. And when you do, you might find that as your senses are now heightened, you're able to see, feel, hear things in a different way than when we first started this meditation. And you may notice that your surroundings appear different. Whatever you notice is right for you, so there's no right or wrong. So open eyes now on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Taking some deep breaths and just staying facing the direction you were drawn to. And then begin to look around, using all of your senses, taking the place around you in again with heightened awareness. And maybe take a moment or two just to really step out of that now and back into normal life. See whether or not you can feel within your body a sense of something having shifted or changed slightly. See whether you notice colours more alive, feelings towards birds or plants changing slightly. If you've got some extra time, how about staying where you are and enjoying the moment for a bit longer? I hope that's been enjoyable, and it's something I do on a regular basis, so it definitely is going to be of benefit to you and you will enjoy it. So why not? We all have time on our hands. Take care. See you. Bye.